Aloha! Welcome to Maui, everybody. So glad that you're able to join us today. Thank you so much for dropping in on this beautiful, beautiful Christmas Eve morning. We are here at the Wailea beach and it is just gorgeous today. The waves are calm, the sun is shining, and it's really nice since we've had really high wind gusts the past week and a half or so. So I'm really glad that you all are able to tune in. Oh, I wish you could be here too. Maybe one day you'll find yourself on this beautiful island. And it's just gorgeous. It's so nice. We're going to be welcoming Santa a little bit later, about 9 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. He'll be coming in on his canoe, and you might see a little bit more. I think that's them right there. I think they're just, you see that? Oh my gosh, might be canoeing around. So this is wonderful. Is it? Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. My goodness. So if you are just now joining us today, we're just gonna have a little bit of a yoga practice this morning just to kickstart the Christmas season off, the holidays, just to get one last yoga session in before all the craziness begins. Won't be too tough. It'll be nice and easy, relaxing, stress-free. So thank you for tuning in. This is Elaina from Maui Yoga Live. And if you are just meeting us for the first time, welcome. Welcome back, old friends, as well. Thank you for sticking with this. Aloha is free, and so is freeing our minds and bodies from that which binds us. The very word itself, yoga, means to yoke, unite, bring together in unison so that every part of your being is working together, all as one integrated unit, allowing you to operate and function at your maximum potential. Hello, France, aloha. Hello, welcome to Maui. Welcome to this beautiful little corner of the world. So glad for you to join us. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. If you want to take a look, this gorgeous beach. There's my husband right there. Hello. Hello. And I'll go ahead and come around. See the Four Seasons up there. Gorgeous. No, I wish I spoke French. My daughter, there's Scarlett. She would love to learn how to speak French. And then there's Beau. They're very excited. Bonjour to you as well. You can tell they're a little excited. There we go. It is beautiful here today. Welcome, Ben M109. It's your first day on Periscope. It's beautiful weather. Yes, the weather has really held out today. And we're so glad because it hasn't been this pretty in a while. Merry Christmas to you too. Yes. We're having a wonderful, wonderful morning so far. Istanbul. It's very cold there. It's pretty warm here. I mean, it's about 70, 75. Aloha, Russia. Welcome to Maui. Germany, oh my goodness. See, look at all of us, all connecting, all coming together as one. Even though we're oceans apart, we have this beautiful way to stay connected. So if you haven't already, come onto the yoga mat and we'll go ahead and get started. So we're going to start just in an easy Sukhasana pose. Sukhasana is cross-legged. And if at any time you get a little stiff in your legs and in your knees, feel free to go ahead and straighten your legs out. You just want to do whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself comfortable so that you can get into your meditative state of mind and hopefully stay there for not only the entire duration of the practice, but for the entire duration of your day. And then when you get really good at it, every moment of your life can be a walking, talking, moving, flowing, meditative state of mind. And to get there, it's not as difficult as you think. You just gotta focus your awareness and slow your energies down simply by listening to all the hum and buzz of the world around you. And know that everything is just noise, whether it be a loud bang or the very soft waves, the ebb and flow, just coming up and onto the shoreline. Whichever it may be, you learn how to blend it all together to become white noise. So begin to close your eyes, relax your shoulders down, lengthen your spine, ground both sit bones evenly into the ground, and start to slow your breath down. Really take your time here. Begin to lengthen your inhales and think about filling your lungs as best you can, as much as possible. And really exaggerate the exhales. You stay in the present moment by listening to the sounds happening right here and right now. It's easy to get caught up in the past, lost in the future, get stuck somewhere other than real time. So to simply disengage and bring yourself back, to come back into this moment, you just simply listen. And in a day and age where we're go, 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 we're going to do the opposite of that now and start to slow the energies down. Feel these energies deep within you and use this energy to repair anything disconnected or broken within you. Using that same energy, and that's the prana, that life force that you breathe in on the inhale, to bring more energy to your being. And it's that same energy that we use to break through any blockages, to release any tension that gets stuck within the being. We absorb like pincushions so much stress and tension. Whatever the world brings at us, we absorb it. And to get it to flow right through us so it can recycle itself back into nature, we use our exhale to get rid of whatever is no longer needed within our body. It's that letting in and letting go. That dance of the breath, the inhale and the exhale are equally important, two sides of the same coin, working together so that you can function at your maximum potential. And now let's take 3 collective breaths together. Exhale all of the air out. As you inhale, circle sweep. Both arms come all the way out to the sides, reaching past the fingertips, gathering as much energy as you can. And exhale, center, hone, and harness that energy right through your midline. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching all the way up, out, and around. And exhale, harness that energy within. 1 more time. Inhale, gathering up as much energy as you can. And exhale, beginning to use that energy now. Now let's start to warm up the back here. So we're going to come into cat-cow, onto all fours, and hands and knees about hip-width distance apart. And we're just going to move fluidly here. As you inhale, you're going to start to arch your chest, lift your tailbone high, and think about giving as much space between the vertebrae as you can. We're just warming up the spine. Then as you exhale, round the back, tuck the belly in, chin towards the chest. Moving back and forth at your own pace and using your breath to lead the way. And just warming up the spine. That is the entire point of cat-cow, is you're just diagnosing your back, your spine, and seeing how it feels today. Now, if your lower back is stiff, use your breath to breathe life into it. And be easy on your spine, so there's never any pushing, forcing, pulling, or straining. You're just easing your way into it, allowing yourself to naturally stretch, naturally grow, and just bringing total awareness of what is happening in your body today. One more round here. And then when you come up, come into a neutral tabletop of spine. So pulling forward through the crown of the head and down through the base. Inhale, opposite arm, opposite leg. So we're starting with the right arm, left leg, lengthening and reaching in opposite directions. Make sure there's plenty of space between the hand and the bottom knee. That way you're not balancing on a tightrope, and lock your eyes one point. The sooner you learn to focus your sights, the easier it will be to balance. Engaging the core and keeping the breath contained in and out through the nose. So trying to keep the mouth closed as best you can throughout the entire practice. That way you harness your energy. And now starting to stretch the shoulder, bend the back knee, toe points to the sky as you breathe the right arm up, back, catching your foot, just taking that grip. And once you have it, slowly kicking back, up and away into that grip. Just allowing yourself to open and stretch naturally. It's not about how far you go into the pose. It's just about feeling what's happening and how your body feels. Letting your body and your inner teacher be your guide. One more breath here. And as you exhale, lengthen it back out to long and down. One round of cat-cow just to loosen up your back. Inhale, chest high, tailbone up, and exhale, round the back. Tailbone in. Neutral spine once more. Opposite arm, left arm, right leg. Lifting up out of your joints. Again, locking your eyes one point and getting past the self by aligning yourself with that energy around you. So literally reach past the toes and past the fingertips. Igniting the breath, turning the breath on. Engaging the core, keeping the chest center and the lungs relaxed. Lengthening, reaching, grounding, and lifting. One more breath here before moving on. And bend the knee, toe points to the sky as you breathe the left arm back, catching that grip and slowly starting to kick back, up and away. And then very, very slowly, after your next breath, next inhale, lengthen it all the way back out to long and down. One round of cat-cow now. Inhale, open up the chest, and exhale, round the back. Pull the navel in. Now walk the hands forward for your first downward facing dog. Tuck the toes and inhale the hips all the way up to the sky. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs. We're going to slowly walk the dog out. So you're just going to bend one knee, straightening the other leg as you press the ground away through the palms of your hands. So you want to use every bit of the hand that you're given. Really grip with your fingertips. Press the knuckles down into the ground. This will alleviate the pressure off of your wrists, as well as rolling the elbows in towards each other. That causes a deep rotation in your shoulder joints, keeping them nice and safe. So just let your head go, let your neck relax. Good. Now three-legged dog, inhale right knee into the chest, and as you exhale, send it long behind you. Really press the toe up nice and high. And as you exhale, we're going to step it wide, low lunge. So right foot forward to the outside of the right hand, back knee comes down to the mat. And as you inhale, and interlace the hands and press them high to the sky. As you just relax forward into the stretch of the hip flexor. Roll your shoulders down your back. And slowly start to press the sky away as you come into a little bit of a back bend. One more breath here. And exhale, hands come down inside of the foot now. Tuck the toe, lift it up, and press the feet back into a high plank. Knees come down. So modified flow to begin with. Tuck the tailbone under, long body, pulling up through the crown of the head. Elbows in, towards the chest, and bend them coming all the way down. Inhale, just lifting the chest for low cobra. All focus is on strengthening the lower spine. Exhale, press back over the knees, tuck the toes, and lift the hips back into your downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, maybe walking your dog out a little bit more. Again, we're just warming up here. Maybe coming up high onto the tippy toes. Stretching all 4 layers of muscle in the feet. And then bringing the heels down towards the mat. Slight bend in the knees. Remember, the more you bend your knees, the deeper of a stretch you'll get in your lower back. Now, other side, inhale, left knee into the chest. And send the leg nice and long. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot. Outside left hand, low lunge. Right knee comes down, interlace the hands, rest the sky away. Just very gently breathe into stretching and opening up the hips just a little bit as you press forward into that hip flexor. Shoulders down your back. Taking nice deep breaths. Eyes are locked one spot to keep you focused, balanced, and grounded. Open up your chest to the sky a little bit more on your next inhale. A little bit of a back bend. And exhale. Hands come down. Inside of the foot, tuck the back toe, and step the feet back all the way into high plank. Now see if you can hold high plank here. Press back through your heels, forward through the crown of your head. Bend the elbows, which are in towards each other, and lower and hover halfway here. Really ignite your core. Now inhale, roll over the tops of the toes, straightening the arms and lifting the chest. So you're pulling the heart away from the heels very gently. Exhale, use your core to lift your hips back up and away. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here in through the nose and out through the nose. And now inhale, right knee into the chest. Send the leg nice and long. This time we're going to come into Warrior 1. As you exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Anchor the back heel down. Hips are square to the front and use your core to lift. Upper body, arms to rise, squaring the shoulders the way forward. Right knee above the ankle as you relax and set your sights. Exhale, bring your hands to center. We're going to lean forward and twist. Left elbow outside, right knee. You're stretching out your lower back by lengthening up through the crown of the head. And then maybe open up the arms, reaching in opposite directions, and then lengthen. Top arm long above your head. Really reach past the fingertips here. And now use this upper arm to inhale, pull you up to reverse warrior. Call it sun radiant warrior. Lifting up and out of the side bend. And exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat. And you press the feet back, flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, use your core. Lift your hips. Down dog. Take a breath here. In through the nose, slow. And out through the nose, slow. Other side now. Inhale, left knee in. And lengthen it nice and long, reaching past the toes. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Anchor the back heel down. Strong foundation first as you're slowly using your core, lifting your upper body, squaring the body towards the front, rolling the shoulders down, setting your sights. And just breathing your way from one side to the other. Taking time to come from the right side to the left side. So just setting your sights here, hanging on for just a moment. Next, exhale. Pray your hands to heart center, leaning forward. Really pull the belly in, lengthen through your spine, and twist. Right elbow outside, left knee. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And slowly open up the arms. Good. And then lift, reach, long arm overhead. Now use your left fingertips to pull your body all the way up. Right arm comes up. Radiant warrior. Lifting up and out of the side waist here. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Step the feet back. Here we flow it out. Bend the elbows. Lower it down. Inhale. Lengthen out the spine. And exhale, use your core to lift. Downward facing dog. Taking your cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose, and exhale. Nice and slow. Good. Now pull forward into high plank. We're going to come into side plank here. Right hand stays right there. Really ignite the core, lengthen the spine, and slowly start to roll on the sides of the feet as the left arm comes up to reach the sky. Good. You can bring your bottom knee down if you need to adjust. Do whatever it is that you need to, but reach for that helping hand above you, lifting the hips up best you can, scissoring the thighs. Alleviate pressure off that bottom wrist by lifting up. Lengthen arm long over the head now. One more deep breath. And release to the other side. Now left hand comes down. Slowly starting to roll open towards the right. Lifting the hips up, taking those deep, cleansing, energizing breaths as you reach for that helping hand above. Now lengthen the arm, long overhead. Reaching it out, last breath here. And release, come back into high plank. Lifting the hips up, down dog, walk the feet in. And now bend the knees, hover them halfway, just a little bit above the mat, balancing here, looking forward, and using your core and your breath. On your next inhale, either float or walk the feet forward to your hands. Just a little hop. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, pull the belly in, and exhale, bend your knees, folding forward. Now separate your feet about shoulder width distance apart. Now here, we're just going to come into a twist. Right hand stays right where it is. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Now you're going to bend your right knee. And straighten your left leg. So here we're just opening up the body. Now bend the elbow behind your back now. This is a half bind. Good. Back of the hand touches the back. Back hip. Good. Good. So opening up. Now moving in the other side. So left arm comes back up and around, planting the left hand down at the ground. Now bend the left knee, straighten the right leg as you inhale. Right arm comes up. Now you're pressing back into your hip just to open it up a little bit more, stretch it out, and then bend the elbow behind your back. Palm faces out. Cinch up your core, pulling the pelvic floor up, navel in. Taking a nice deep breath. And release it back up to long, so right arm comes up. And then down. Now separate your feet a little bit further apart. I'm going to come into elephant plank here. Toes face completely forward. Feet like railroad tracks. Now as you inhale, you're going to sit down low. Bring the elbows, forearms, fingertips to touch. And make sure all 10 toes are visible. So you want your knees behind the toes, just to help keep them protected. Shoulders are down your back, lifting the elbows up to shoulder height. Now really press elbows, forearms, palms to touch. Now find a non-moving object to set your eyes, your gaze upon. Here we balance, slowly coming onto the tippy toes and just taking your time. Engage your core, relax your breath. Good. Now inhale. Get as much energy as you can. As you exhale, you're going to use that energy and sit down just a little bit deeper. Yes. Good. Last breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, heels down, forward, fold. Flip your palms backward, walk them through and underneath your legs, and just relax your breath. Take a deep cleansing breath here. And on your next exhale, walk your hands back forward, bend your knees, and either float or walk the feet back into a high plank position. Good. Flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower, hover down halfway. Yes, good. Inhale. Upward facing dogs, just lengthen it out. Tops of the toes, yes. And as you exhale, down dog. Good. Good. Now inhale. Right knee comes into the chest, three-legged dog. Send the leg long behind you. Now we're going to open up the knee. Open the leg up all the way, bend the knee. And just start to rotate the ankle round and round here. Good. Good, good, good. Now you can stay here or flip your dog. Now if you'd like to flip your dog, you just slowly flip over. It's a lot like breakdancing. And the feet land hip width distance apart. Just pressing down through the heels and lifting the right arm forward over the head. Just lifting up the chest, grounding on the heels. And slowly start to come back into your three-legged dog. Good. Good. Rolling the hips open just a little bit more. Yes. And now squaring the hips, facing forward. Now here we're going to pull forward into high plank. So just take it slow here. As you inhale, exhale, pull forward, right knee to right elbow. Good. Exhale, three-legged dog again. And we're going to work our way across. Inhale, knee in towards the third eye, pulling forward into plank. Sending it back, nice and long. Three-legged dog, good. Now as you exhale, twist. Knee towards left elbow. Yes, yes, yes. Now straighten the leg. Set the toe down on the ground. Good. Wild thing. Open up your body up towards the sky. Yes, beautiful. You're doing great. Yes. Good, good, good. And now slowly make your way back into the three-legged dog. 3-point plank. Keep this leg lifted. Pull forward into plank. Bend the elbows, lower it down halfway. Good. Yes, yes. Now inhale, upward facing dog. Lengthen up through the chest. You're doing great. As you exhale, lift the hips, down dog. Now take a breath here in through the nose, slow. You're going to do the other side, so gather up your energy and slow the breath down. Take full deep inhales and exhales. One more deep breath here. Good. Other side now. Inhale, left knee into the chest and send it long behind you. Three-legged dog. Then open up the hip all the way. Bend the knee. Toe points towards the right shoulder. And just rotate the ankle round and round. So we're loosening up that joint. And here you have the option to stay or flip your dog. So flipping the dog, you just flip over. Feet are about hip width distance apart as you ground your heels down and lift the left arm long over your head, opening up the chest. Good, 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 good. One more deep breath here. And slowly start to roll back over. Three-legged dog again, opening up just a little bit more. Now straightening the leg back to long, squaring the hips to face forward, getting ready for the crunches. Inhale. Exhale, pull forward to high plank, left elbow, left knee. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog again. Lengthen it out. Exhale, pull forward, knee towards the third eye. And inhale, send it back again. Last one. Exhale, twist. Crunch left knee, right elbow, and hold it here. Straighten the leg out. Anchor it down on the ground, wild thing. Really reach. Open up the right arm. Lengthen it high. As you press through both feet. Good. Last breath here. And slowly come back into your three-legged dog. Good. Now keeping this leg lifted, pull forward into high plank. Bend the elbows, lower and hover down. Good. Good, good, good. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, use your core to lift your hips into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Good, good, good. Now coming down onto your knees. You're going to separate your feet wider than the hips. And then very slowly, Supta Vajrasana, reclined hero. You're going to very gently sit your hips down. Good. Just seeing how that feels. See if that feels okay. If that feels okay, then one hand to foot. And maybe this is as far as you go. Just feeling that stretch in your knees. We're going to repair the knees. They absorb so much shock. So going down one elbow at a time. And just seeing how that feels.
I love it when my feet
Good. And if that feels okay, then going down one shoulder at a time. And then if you're all the way down, just reaching for opposite elbows. Slight arch in the lower back. And now you're breathing into your knees here. Now this is a really great pose to do when you're at the height and at the peak of your performance and your blood is pumping, your heart is going. You've got all of that heat. That is magic that you create within you. And you use that heat to repair anything that is broken or disconnected within your body. And also using that energy, that inhale, that oxygen to blast through any blockages that may be prohibiting you from operating and functioning at your maximum potential. All the same time, repairing the knees, the patellas, stretching the tendons, the cartilage. Strong knees, strong back, strong hips, strong body, and strong mind. When it looks like we're just laying around doing nothing, we're actually doing everything. One more deep breath here. And now slowly we're going to come out same way we went in. So one elbow at a time, one shoulder at a time, walking the hands out to the sides and around, coming forward onto the knees. And then back into the downward facing dog. So taking a breath here, coming high onto the tippy toes, just stretching out the feet. Our ankles and our feet absorb so much shock as well. Release that tension by breathing it away. And now coming into pigeon, we're going to stretch our hips. So the hardest part of the class is done. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg, nice and high. Exhale, we're going to step the right foot towards the left hand. So it's opposite hand, opposite foot, and then bring the knee out to the side to square your hips, and then very gently sitting down. Then you slowly start to walk your leg back, keeping the hips square, seeing if that feels okay, and then maybe coming down onto your forearms, maybe lengthening your arms all the way out, whatever feels good to you. So this is the part where you listen to your body. We all have different body types, different injuries, so you just want to listen to what your body is telling you to do. Sometimes it tells you to push, and sometimes it tells you to pull back. So you just want to find your place where you can be and breathe and allow yourself to stretch naturally.
Except we make it, and I probably prefer how we do
Good. And now slowly starting to come out of the pose. We're just going to very gently come into king pigeon. So walking the hands in towards the body. Now bending the back knee, toe point straight up to the sky. You're going to inhale. Left arm comes up and around. See if you can reach for the inside of the foot. It'll get you a deeper stretch in your shoulder. And once you have that grip, just start to press away into that grip. Allowing your arm to lengthen out, opening up your shoulder as you square the hips and chest towards the front. Trying to keep that length in your lower back by lifting up through the crown of your head. Good. And now slowly start to release. We're going to bring the hands back in front, tuck the back toe, and lift up. Back into the downward facing dog. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Deep breath here, coming into the other side. Inhale, left knee into the chest, send it long for three-legged dog. Stretching out the body. And exhale, left foot towards the right hand. Knee comes out to the side, squaring the hips towards the front. And just very gently lowering it down to the ground, lengthening the leg behind you, and make all the adjustments that you need to get into a comfortable pigeon. So we're never stuck in a yoga pose. We're always breathing our way, looking for new areas to grow. And we're allowing our breath to move us a little bit further and deeper, safely. As long as you're conscious of your breathing, you can stay safe within your body and aware of what's going on in your body. Now our hips govern the water element. So here is where we use our breath, the basic air element, and the heat that we created in our bodies to balance that water. So tension and pressure get stuck in the hip joints. Like that electromagnetic energy that needs to be released on a daily basis. So pigeon is a very, very good pose to do right before you go to bed. And when you wake up in the morning, just to release any tension throughout the day and throughout the night. And whenever you're in pigeon, you're just looking for new areas to release tension and breathe into them. So we'll take one more deep breath here. And slowly start to walk the hands in towards the body. King pigeon is the last part, so bending the back knee, toe point straight up to the sky as you inhale. Just reaching for the inside of the foot. Once you have that grip, slowly kicking back, up and away as you square the shoulders and hips towards the front. Now you're stretching into areas, deep into places that don't normally get stretched, so just allowing yourself to breathe into those areas. Bring the attention back to your body. You're opening up new passageways, setting space for new creativity and new energy to flow. One last breath here. As you exhale, slowly release. Hands come back in the front. Now tuck your back toe, straighten and lift the leg, and we're just going to lift the feet back into high plank. Now the last part is elephant plank. So right forearm comes down to the mat, just parallel to the top of the mat. And as you inhale, you're going to come onto the sides of your feet. Left arm reaches long above you, high to the sky. Lifting the hips up best you can, and then opening up your arm behind you, opening up the chest, just like an elephant. And release to the other side. So left forearm comes down, slowly opening up and sending the arm long behind you. Really squeeze the inner thighs together as you open it up. And release. Back onto the knees, sitting the hips back, crossing the feet. We're gonna come into final spinal twist. So bending the left knee, and the right foot comes over the knee. Now see if you can ground both hip bones down, just as best as you can, just nice and even. And as you inhale, both arms come all the way up, and twist. Right hand plants at the base of the spine. You can either hug your top knee, which is usually most comfortable, or bring the elbow to the outside of the knee, reaching for the down one. Whichever is available to you. The most important thing about the twist is seeing if you can twist every vertebrae from the base all the way through the crown of the head, looking over the shoulder, opposite direction. Just rinsing out your spine one last time. And now very slowly start to reach for the outside of the foot as you kick it out, straight out in front. And release, hug the knee in. Other side now. Right knee plants, left heel over. Sit bones nice and even. Inhale, lengthen the spine just to get as much length as you can. And slowly start to twist over to the other side. One more deep breath here. As you reach for the outer foot, slowly lengthening it out. One last stretch. And then hug it in. Bring the knee in. Coming into a cross-legged position, facing front. We'll take 3 deep breaths to close. Inhale, circle, sweep arms come all the way up. And exhale, centering and grounding. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale to absorb and maintain that meditative state of mind. One more time. Inhale out. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful morning in Wailea. I'm so honored to lead you through this wonderful yoga practice. We're going to go see Santa now. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste. All right, you guys, you did so good. Give it up for Sierra. She did awesome through this amazing yoga practice, and here we are. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you came. So glad you came. Yeah, we're gonna come back.
I don't know how he found us, but he has the kids.
Does he really? Did you guys park over? You did? Okay, yes. We wanted to get here super early because we weren't sure. Yeah, we weren't sure whether. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Oh my gosh.
That felt good because my back's been hurting me.
Really?
I kept hearing it.
I bet.
Feels so good.
I bet. Well, if we come here now, you're just right there. But what time do you say? It's in the morning.
Well, Sundays I'm off.
Oh, okay. Good. That's
Sunday
right.
or
That's
Monday,
right.
I'm
Okay. Yes. We'll be doing it daily. Then you'll be coming to work on your days off. Coming right back to where you're usually at all the rest of the time. Is your dad here?
My dad?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, he's not. I don't think so.
Oh, no problem.
He's like, not one more downward facing dog. There he is. Look at that. He does really good. He does a lot better than he thinks he does. He can get into bird of paradise, which is this crazy. I have the same thing. Oh my god.
No, this is the one you gave Asher.
Oh!
No. We share.
I love it. Yes, it's bad for you guys too. The bit where you go down, you lift your leg. It's amazing how you can do it. He's like a take his shoulders. See if I can zoom in on Santa. There he is. Hello, Santa! There he is.
You do more, you want to do more on your hip. So it's like you think it's going to be over there. So that's why you've done that.
I should go get the Here, Bo, can you hold this? I'm gonna go get the tripod real quick. Okay, don't touch anything, okay? Okay, my 6-year-old's the cameraman. Oh wait, move your fingers though so they can see. There.
Hawaii guys are here. I don't know.
Are they here?
Well, I told Elaina, I'm like, I probably should have asked where on Wailea Beach you're gonna be. So we started like down there.
Oh.
I thought I was late, and then I like walked all the way down.
Well, we walked down, we didn't realize it didn't make all the way, but I thought we were...
Can you hold it? Can you hold it? I can't hold it.
Hold it. Hold it.
If I give your head at this cup holder.
Yeah, no.
There we go. I think so. I think he's gonna, yeah. I think that he's gonna come right. What's that?
Too far.
I think so too. He's gonna
Yeah,
probably
you
come
gotta hold it now.
right through there. I'll come in a little bit. You walk, the box will come back.
Start it, I'm gonna drop it.
Hey, you're just joining us for watching Santa. I saw that.
Why do you put on something with that kid? He made
That was the elf on the shelf.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh my gosh, Jason! Hey! We're thinking we're a little bit far. I was gonna say, yeah, where's Jen? We should probably go back, go a little bit more this way.
I was just playing, all the boys were that way.
Okay, let's
I
go.
didn't see that.
We can go that way. A little bit. Unless he's coming right here.
No, he comes in over there.
Okay. I know. Stop it. Is it really?
Yeah.
I just leave it there. Trusting nature. Aloha, everybody. Aloha, Snowbird. Here we are. Here comes Santa. Yeah, you guys can go on the shoulders. You might.
Can you see Bubble? Do you want me to pick you up, Bubble? Please not my glasses. Sorry.
Huh?
You're banging into my face.
Yeah, I looked over, I'm like, they're right there. No, I looked over, I'm like, they're right there, it's okay. So,
There he is. For all the rest of you, thank you for joining us. This is Maui Yoga Live, and we will see you hopefully on Tuesday. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste.